Now we got Russ. What's the mat? Militant. Militant Rusviet. What are we up against? Saxony Industrial. Wrong combination. Nordic Mechanical. Rusviet Militant. And we got Tagawa Engineering. Saxony's going to start us out here. Probably go with the trade 2 metal and then produce. So these are our objectives. These are both very doable objectives. I kind of favor this one slightly over this one. I just think it's going to be a little bit easier to get. Although because of township, we might go the other direction if we lead into the factory with a mech as opposed to a character, and then we can drop workers to the sides of it. Got good combat cards, that's nice. Let's start with a produce here. Glad you approve. Yeah, Rusviet Militant is a good combination. Can create a lot of coin very quickly. See which mech Saxony goes with first. Probably the speed mech, right? Give him a chance to get to that encounter with the character in one movement. Yep, there it is. Alright, produce number 2. This is Rusviet, and we can do the same thing back to back. Relentless. Tagawa, right? So they traded for 2 food, which means they want an enlist. So they're gonna produce now, get themselves to 3 food, and then they're gonna move. In all likelihood. I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna take my turn here real quick. Then I gotta step away for another second. Get some metal so we have enough to move next turn and get a mech. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that, I'm back. We're gonna set ourselves up here by moving one of these workers to here so we get a little bit more metal for our trouble. But we still have enough workers here next turn to reduce again and get to the maximum. See what I miss. Upgraded the move and the upgrade. Paid 2 popularity to get 4 oil. Okay. Got 2 more metal. Gonna produce next time and go for another mech. Nordic with that mechanical board hasn't built a mech yet. Looks like he's going for buildings thus far. See where we are in coin. Oh, look at that, 666 and 5. Everybody's got about the same amount of coin right now. Now we have the worker star. And we have enough metal on the ground to turn around and move next turn and get up on one of these farms. Gawa's got 2 oil on the ground and they produced last time. So are they going to move and go get that encounter then? Yes, they are. 2 wood and a popularity. So here comes a produce from Saxony. Probably go with the underpass mech next, which means they may have their eyes on Tagawa. Tagawa, either through inexperience or because they got distracted because of the encounter, which happens sometimes, they did not place a trap token. So Saxony is probably licking their chops right now, eager to go pick on this Tagawa. Of course, this Tagawa has 3 power and 2 combat cards, which is a good bit considering he starts at 0. Underpass. That means when we go to the farm, we don't want to go to this farm. Saxony can hit us there with 1 move. And right now he has more power than us and more combat cards than us. We're going to produce 6 food in 1 produce. We definitely don't want to get knocked back to our base and lose that food. All right. Let's take the farm in the back. See what we get here. So one thing we could do is we could pay $2 to get wood, and next time we produce, we build a building, and we build something like the monument. But we're not going to bolster much in this game if we can help it. Popularity doesn't do a lot for us. We could pay 2 popularity to enlist 1 recruit. That is going to speed up our game by a turn. And we're going to get that 2 popularity right back. So the question is, how many produces do we have left to get what we need? And will we have enough popularity? And I think the answer is yes. Let's go ahead and pay the 2 popularity to enlist the recruit. And we're going to get this popularity so that we make sure we have enough popularity to produce. And let's not forget to build the mech. Tagawa's not on metal yet, and there's no one else that can attack us here except for Nordic, who doesn't have a mech yet. So let's put... no, we're still going to put the mech down here. Not that worried about getting attacked right now. Rail, I won my Polani Industrial Law. Did you get 6 stars, or did Russ overbid? Tier 3 popularity, 4 stars in spread. That'll do it. Was it close? No, I won even before the bid. But then they subtract more. Wow. Did Russ Innovative just not play well? I mean, I feel like Rusviet Innovative can end the game before Polani can even spread out the industrial. I mean, maybe that's not right, but... Took some turns for upgrades and bolstered builds. That'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, so let's think here for a second. We have 2 metal on the ground. Do we need to produce any more? we need 6 more metal total. And we need what? 9 food. 9 food total. And we're going to trade for 6 resources because we're going to use this column 3 times. So that's 6 resources, 12 resources, 14 resources. How many do we need? We need 9 plus 6. 15, really? Are we really 1 metal off? Let's see, we need 6 metal. We need 9 food. That's 15 resources. We have 6 and 2, that's 8. And we're going to trade 3 times, that's 6, that's 14. It's rough. Some power.
Bars, pubs.
Looks like the last chat message got stuck, so that test message right there was just to bump it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move. And we're gonna go to this tundra down here, I think. And hopefully we'll get some metal off of it, or some food, or some resources. We have enough food though, right? Yeah, we do. We got it. We got it. All right. So we've got 6 food, right? So we trade for 2 metal and use 3 food. We trade for 2 more metal and use 3 food. And that gives us enough for our last mech. Okay, with Tagawa here, we are probably not going to get Underworld advantage. We're probably looking at divide and conquer. And we went township, which is good, which means we can move out when it's time to make the last mech. Still got 2 combat cards and 2 coin to get. What's the score look like right now? We're up. Not by a ton, but we're up. We'll go a little bit better once we start spreading out. There's not a lot of people in the middle of the board to attack. Does Tagawa have any mechs? They do not. Can't river walk. How's Nordic on the scoreboard here? They're at the bottom there. It's still a relatively close game. We're gonna finally get their encounter in round 10. We're gonna keep building buildings though. They're keeping workers in that with that mill. He's not going for enlist. Doesn't get any coin for upgrades. Gonna take the oil so he can upgrade his deploy once more. The 1 produce gives him enough for a mech there. Alright. Gawa's doing upgrades, so let's go here. We can make more use of power anyway at this point. Look at that, 2 5s and a 4. That's great. So next turn, we're gonna get the enlist star, and that will put us at 2 stars. Turn after that, we'll move to the factory, and we'll get divide and conquer. And our mech star. So we'll be at, what's that, 3? That's 4 stars. And then we just need 2 combats. So we can fight Tagawa. We don't know what that trap token is. If it's anything but power, we're probably alright. Tagawa's got a good bit of power. Everyone has a good bit of power besides us in this game. Saxony's gonna go for some wood, it looks like. Okay. That's interesting. So now we're gonna trade for 2 more metal, use this 3 food to get our last enlist. Saxony can't move next turn. The problem is, if we attack Saxony right here, it's a straight up battle because we don't have people's armies. We went township instead. So what we're probably looking at is moving to another one of these spaces. Yeah, we don't want to mess with 2 Tagawa trap tokens if we can avoid it. Spreading out substantially though. It's a close game. Not sure I've ever seen that, 2 of each combat card. Tagawa's trying to stall this game. He knows if it's a short game, I win. He's trying to stall the game. He's trying to stay spread out as much as possible. It's going to slow down his economy, but he's got to get ahead and he's got to stay ahead. Keep me from ending the game. That's his strategy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all 3 of these workers, drop 2 on the factory, take the mech and 1 worker up here. That's 1 movement. This is 2 movements. Now we get People's Army and we place it here on the factory. And there's our objective. And this sets us up now to move next turn and use our River Walk to go attack Nordic. And even though he has more power than us, we have People's Army and we have good cards. And we can also attack Saxony. Both of them can probably throw... it's hard to guess with Nordic. Nordic just has the 1 combat card. So let's say Nordic can only throw... Say they can throw 10. Let's say that's a 2 or a 3. Because the odds are good that it is. Then we could throw 2 4s and a 2. And that leaves us with 3. So we just got to power off our enlist. So we can do 3 twice and then 9. We can do 12 twice. We have to leave the factory to do it. Take the deploy for the coins anyway. Two combats is less attractive for that reason. I can end it right here though. I don't need the coins. Oh, 2v2. Keep him honest. That's interesting. All right. Then we still do it. Can definitely hit Nordic with 12. but he's gonna move. This game's gonna stretch out just a little bit. No, we go here and we go here, right? Does he have disarm? He does not. So we take that there. We throw a 3, a 4, and a 5. That's 12. We take that there. We can get to 12 again. What do you think, guys? Does he have 2 5s? I say he doesn't. And that is game. All right, guys. That is Rusviet Militant in 13 turns.
Ooh.
I am going to I had terrible objectives and just wasn't sure what to do. Saxony is hard with bad objectives, man. There's no question about that. No question about that at all.